differential equation 4, which is m y double prime plus by prime plus ky must be equal to external force, right? So let's start from mass, okay? Mass weighing is 8 pounds, which means your mass can be found by like this way, weight over the gravitational force, okay? Since this problem we use like pound and feet, so we're gonna use like a 32 pound per second square for your gravity, okay? And that is equal to mass weighing 8 pound over 32, which is equal to 1/4. And what about the spring coefficient? They can be found by the Hooke's law, right? So what you're going to do is like mg, which is what mass weighing, is equal to kx, okay? So my mg is given by 8 pound. K times the stretching amount is 0.8 feet, right? My k is 8 over 0.8, which is 10. Okay, so we are almost ready. Okay, all this information, with all this information, we can update the differential equation. Okay, here we go. And I can write 1/4 y double prime plus b is given by 1, which is y prime, plus 10y is equal to my external force is 2 cosine of 2t. Is that okay? So for my convenience, let me multiply 4 on both sides to free your coefficient, leading coefficient, okay? Then this can be written by y double prime plus 4y prime plus 40y is equal to 8 cosine 2t. Now we have to take care of this one, okay? It is second order linear differential equation, which is non-homogeneous, right? So we have to start from the characteristic equation for corresponding homogeneous equation, okay? There we go. It is r squared plus 4r plus 40 equals 0. Then we should use the quadratic formula. Then your r can be found by negative b plus and minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Let me simplify. Negative 4 plus and minus square root of negative 144 over 2, which is negative 4 plus and minus 12i over 4. Then simply we can write this one as, not 4, but 2. Negative 2 plus and minus 6i. Okay? Since my solution of characteristic equation has the real and imaginary part, my like fundamental set of solution will be exponential function part and trig function part as well. Okay, so here we go. Is equal to c1 times e to the negative 2t times cosine 6t plus c2 times e to the negative 2t times sine 6t. That's it. This is my like solution for corresponding homogeneous equation, okay? Then now we have to talk about the particular solution for your right-hand side, okay? There we go. So as like we're gonna use like undetermined coefficient method. So as you can see, my right-hand side is 8 times cosine 2t, right? Which means my particular solution must be the cosine 2t and sine 2t4, right? There we go. So let me define my particular solution as 8 times cosine 2t plus b times sine 2t. To use the undeterminate coefficient method, we need y prime and y double prime, right? So yp prime is minus 2a sine 2t plus 2b cosine 2t, and yp double prime is equal to minus 4a cosine 2t and minus 4b sine 2t. Now we are ready. We're going to plug in all this y prime and y double prime into the differential equation. Then, there we go. My differential equation, which is y double prime plus 4y prime plus 40y is equal to 8 cosine 2t will be like this form. Let me write everything, okay? Negative 4a cosine 2t minus 4b sine 2t and plus 4 times y prime, which is negative 2a sine 2t plus 2b cosine of 2t and plus 40 of y, which is a cosine 2t plus b sine 2t must be equal to your right hand side, which is 8 cosine of 2t. Okay, are you with me so far? Now we have to like solve this equation, but it is just comparison between your left hand side and right hand side. That's what I keep talking. Okay, so what I'm going to do is like, since you have like, okay, like on your left hand side, I'm going to get all the cosine term and sine term separately. Okay, let me use red pen for your cosine term. I'm talking about this guy, and this guy. Okay, be careful about like we have coefficient for second and third term. Okay, then let me use the red pen for cosine part. Okay, let me write cosine 2t first. Then we need a big parenthesis. From the first one is negative 4a. The second one is plus 8b and plus 40a. That's it, right? Okay, what about sine term? I'm talking about this guy, and this guy, okay? Plus sine 2t and in big parenthesis minus 4b and then negative 8a plus 40b must be equal to your right hand side. 8 cosine 2t, right? That's it. So now like we'll compare your left hand side and right hand side. Since you do not have like any sine term on your right hand side, and that's obvious, this part must be equal to 0. And cosine part must be equal to exactly 8. From this idea, we can set up the system, right? Here we go. Let me write the 0 term first, okay? Like with simplifying, it is minus 8a plus 36b must be equal to 0. The second one, 36a plus 8b must be equal to 8. We are here now, okay? So let me simplify, okay? By divide by 4 almost, 4 everywhere, okay? Then this can be simplified like this way. Negative 2a plus 9b is equal to 0, and 9a plus 2b is equal to, okay, it's much clearer, right? So we can do either way. We can do the elimination or substitution, okay? Let me do the elimination, okay? So I will multiply 9 for the first one, multiply 2 for the second one, okay? Then, okay. Then your first equation will be negative 18a plus 81b 0. Second one is 18a plus 4b is equal to 4 now, okay? Then we're going to add up. Then your a term will be gone. Then this will be 85b is equal to 4. Then I can say my b is 4 over 85, okay? By plugging back this v value into like anywhere, then we can easily find a as well. A is equal to 18 over 85. We're almost there, okay? So now I can conclude my particular solution, which is 18 over 85 cosine 2t plus 4 over 85 sine 2t, right? There we go. So now I can write the general solution, okay? There we go. Yt, which must be yht plus ypt is equal to c1 e to the minus 2t times cosine 60 plus c2 e to the minus 2t times sine 60, and particular solution part, which is plus 18 over 85 cosine 2t plus 4 over 85 sine 2t. Okay, this is general solution part. Okay, but we are not done yet, because like in this problem we had a like initial condition as well. Okay, what was the first initial condition? Let me come back. Okay, look at that. We didn't take care of the initial condition yet, right? But like, in the problem, whenever you encounter this kind of problem, you have to decide the initial condition first. Okay, so here we go. Like in the mass, it's set in motion from its equilibrium position, right? Which means y0 equal to 0, and they said no inertial velocity. That means y prime 0 is also equal to 0. Okay, so let me try to use the first initial condition first. Okay, here we go. Let me scroll down all the way down. Here we go. Since y is 0 equal to 0, plug in 0 in there, then what is that? All the sine term will be 0, then we're going to have only cosine term. So it is c1 e to the 0 equal to 1 and cosine 0 equal to 1, and plus 18 over 85 must be equal to 0. Then we can conclude your c1 is equal to negative 18 over 85. Okay, then to decide like a c2, we need y prime. Okay, so let me write y prime. Here we go. Oh. Y prime is equal to, okay, what is that? It's a little bit complicated, but we can do it. Here we go. It is, where's my yt? There we go. Product rule, right? First of all, product rule. Let me make it a little bit smaller to see yt. There we go. It's yt, right? So by the product rule, negative 2 c1 e to the minus 2t cosine. Oh, give me 1 second. Before doing this one, let me plug in c1 first. It might be much easier, right? Yt is equal to negative 18 over 85 e to the minus 2t cosine 60 plus c2 e to the minus 2t sine 60 plus 18 over 85 cosine 2t plus 4 over 85 sine 2t, right? Then we need y prime, which is equal to, by the product rule, 2 36 over 85 e to the minus 2t cosine 60 and minus, and it will be plus later, but let me do it at the same time. It is 108 85 e to the minus 2t times sine 60. I'm doing like chain at the same time, and now a second time, plus c2 and minus 2 c2 e to the minus 2t times sine 60 and plus 6c2 e to the minus 2t cosine 60. And what about third term? And it is easy, right? Minus like 36 85 sine 2t and plus 8 over 85 cosine 2t, right? Now, y prime 0 equals 0 as well. Plug in 0 in there, then all the sine term is gone. Then we're going to have one cosine term only. Then the first term is like e to the 0 equal to 1 as well. And 36 over 85, what it can get like from first one. Second one is gone, third one is gone, And fourth one is 6c2, and the very last one is 8 over 85 must be equal to 0. We are here now, okay? Then a little bit more. 6c2 is equal to 44 minus 44 over 85. Okay. Then finally, mass C2 is divided by 6 at the bottom. Negative 44 over 85 times 1 over 6. Then simplify a little bit before multiply something like that. And that is equal to negative 22 over 255. Okay, that's it. We found everything. Now, let me write my general solution, okay, with the initial condition, okay? It is equal to minus 18 over 85 e to the minus 2t cosine 6t minus 22 over 255 e to the minus 2t times sine 6t and plus 18 over 85 cosine 2t plus 4 over 85 sine 2t. That's it. This is the final solution of this problem, okay? So, well, let's talk about a little bit more about this, okay? First of all, as we talked about it, look at the first and second term. Your sine and cosine is always between -1 and 1, and my exponential function part is with a negative power. What does that mean? Whenever t is increasing, this goes to 0 and 0. Does it make sense? So like finally, like first two term which came from the corresponding homogeneous equation will goes to 0. That's why we're gonna say it is transient solution. Okay, there we go. Okay, what about this part? Like even t is increasing, like it is still oscillating by the cosine and sine function. So this one is like a steady state solution. Okay. That's it. Okay. So how can we draw the graph of this one? Okay. There we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to draw the like plot of this one. Okay. Excuse me. Y is equal to. So let me try to plot the general solution first. Okay. You see, like as you can see in this graph, it is like just oscillation like that. Okay, but like at the beginning, it is a little bit different, right? What does that mean? Like at the small t value, and it has some like shape, but it's really coupled with well like that. But like after sometimes like it is like steady state like the mode. Okay, which is like later is continuing like with this one. Okay, it's definitely like belong to like steady state part. Okay, so let me try to plot the like transient solution things. Okay, delete particular solution part. Then we're gonna have like transient solution part only. Right, there we go. So look at that. This green one is the like transient solution part, right? As you can see in this graph, at the beginning there is some effect, but like finally it looks like converts to the 0, right? That's why I said okay, transient means like whenever t is increasing, that goes to 0, because the like transient solution part includes like e to the minus t to t, right? So let me draw the steady state. Okay, steady state could be different at the beginning, but later whenever your time is getting bigger, then that part will be exactly the same with general solution part, right? So let's do it. This purple one is the, like, the steady state, okay? So at the beginning, it is totally different with the general solution, which is red one. But when time is getting bigger, you see,